Welcome, YouTubers, fellow preppers, and survivalists. You know me, I never schedule anything. I just do it on the fly. So until people get in here, I'm just going to tell you, you really need to be getting ready. If you don't see what's going on with our dollar and how much things are costing, and it's only going to get worse. And look how much fuel costs when we could be pumping our own. We have plenty to pump. So for us to be buying fuel from a potential enemy, we could be pumping our own fuel and helping our own economy. So if anybody, if you got any questions, just let me know or just shout out in the chat. But you need to get ready. I'm telling you, just look at the price of everything. I mean, just go shopping. Look at the price. Like, for instance, one of the things that I do to try to introduce my grandkids into preparedness is when I do get a chance to visit them, I'll carry like a case of ravioli and put it in their closet and a couple of containers of water. And then I explain to them why I'm doing it. Because, what's coming, it's already getting rough for a lot of people, but it's going to get worse. And our way of living is going to be different. Not mine, but not really. I live in a 10 by 12 bunker that I built. I take a bath in a swimming pool. I'm truly off grid. I'm at my mom's place right now doing this live. But, my whole family's sick. It's just a lot of stuff going on. And it's getting dangerous out there. People are losing their minds. I mean, just snapping. And all this insanity going on. We got so many homeless people, but yet we're sending all this money somewhere else instead of helping out our own. That's not good. My priorities when it comes to the homeless and is, of course, children and women, but is veterans. There's a lot of homeless veterans, and the suicide rate has gone up. It was 22 a day. Now it's more veterans. But you really need to get canned foods, a way to purify water, a surefire way. One is none, two is one, okay? It's better to have and not need than need and not have. So, get you a couple Sawyers at Walmart. I would still boil that water after I use them. And there's ways to make them Sawyers last longer. Put a little cloth over the end of it while you're using it so nothing gets sucked up in it. It'll last longer. And do not let them freeze. If those Sawyers, if you've used them, hey, Wolfang, what's up, my brother? Those Sawyers, if they freeze, like you use a Sawyer mini filter and it freezes, it's done. Doing all right, Wolfang. How you, brother? And so that's done. Your Sawyer is done if it freezes with water in it. You need to know that. A lot of people don't know that. And a lot of people watch YouTube and all, and that's great, man. To me, I don't watch TV at all. I just watch YouTube. I mean, they even got great movies on here. I mean, I just use YouTube, man. I'm permanently kicked off Facebook, so it is what it is, right? But buy canned foods, buy you a good pellet rifle and a lot of pellets, because all the big game will be wiped out. Yeah, you sure do, Wolfang. Good to have everybody here. I appreciate all of y'all. I just shoot from the hip. I truly live off grid. Yeah, those live straws are great, especially for like, if you're going hiking or something, or, for a little get home bag. I generally don't go too far from home because of all the things that are going on. So, and just saving money. I'm making money and I'm saving money. I'm sitting on it, the best I can. I'm picking up cans. So I just do scrap metal every chance I get. And of course, I work as a bouncer, but I've been doing more bodyguard work than bouncer lately. And I'm kind of happy of that because, man, you need to show the bouncer a little respect when you go somewhere because they deal with a lot of crap. You think, I have people come to me and say, oh, man, I'd love to have your job. And I'm like, well, after a few years of doing it, you're going to have some knocked out teeth. You're going to have eye orbital socket broken. Your nose is going to be broken. You're going to earn that money. I'm telling you. You're going to earn it. And I'd get me some fishing equipment, okay? But here's the thing. When things pop off, everybody is going to be fishing and hunting. It's going to be dangerous, actually, going to places like that. Because, that reptilian mind that they talk about people having, me, if I was a bad man, I would just wait down by the water like a crocodile, and whoever come down to that water, I'd just take what they had. But I'm the good guy, so I wouldn't do something like that. Even when things get bad, I got morals, and I've been through hell, and my morals still stood strong. But you need to prep. You need to buy canned food as much as you can, really. And I suggest getting some powdered milk and rice. But this is where everybody messes up with their rice. When you get that rice, you got to freeze it. You got to put it in a freezer and freeze it for a couple days. Because there's no bugs in that rice, but there's bug eggs. And I don't care how good, what brand, it don't matter. You're going to get these little things down here. We call them weevils. Little Miss Prepper can tell you about that.
Oh, yeah. Those weevils get bad if you don't take care of them.
Yeah, they'll get out of hand real quick. So, and they love rice. So freeze that rice freeze it for like 2 days, then store it. Or you will get weevils. Baby, I can't read this stuff.
I can't, it's too far.
Okay, well, come on.
Wolfang says
bug eggs rice with the, yeah. But what happens is that they hatch and then they'll start eating your rice and they'll get into everything, your pasta. I mean, they're a menace, man. And so be aware of that, restoring rice and some damn weevils. And they'll also get into your seasonings. Sometimes you'll buy seasonings at the store, and when you bring them home, there'll already be weevils in them. I've had it happen. So, and you're going to need spices, okay? Well, I am personally.
You vacuum seal?
Yeah, what I do is
Hi, Wolfgang.
I use a 5-gallon bucket. Then I put the Mylar in there. Then I do it just like you're supposed to do it. But because I'm on such a budget and everything, I can't prep like, people that's got a lot of money. If I had a whole lot of money, I would recommend that stuff. Any kind of beef I would buy. Any kind of freeze-dried beef, I would. If I was going to buy anything freeze-dried because of the war against beef, I would buy beef, freeze-dried beef.
Okay, say hi to New York X.
Hey,
X
NYC prepper. Hey, brother. I do believe you're a member of my mag team. We will get together.
We freeze our rice and beans before I vacuum seal.
Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that. And right now, if you're on the ditty, a Coca-Cola bottle, clean it real good, let it dry real good. That's something good to store. You can store some rice in there. You can store, and it don't, you're getting the bottle. It's not costing anything.
New York Pepper says he's going to plans to come to Florida in October.
All right, man. Hey, come on. I'll bring you. We got a city built down here that we train in, and tanks, and we're the real deal, bro. So come on down. Let me introduce you to the rest of the mag team. See, I'm recruiting for the mag team, but I'm trying to all over. My bike club, we're all over the world, but my mag team all over America, because you never know. I know there's a lot of stubborn people that saying, I am not bugging out. Well, I will not neither. That'd be the last, but sometimes you may have to. And that's why we network out as a mag team and get to know each other. That way we got a spot over here in this part of the country, a spot over there. You network out. You find friends, like-minded, people you can trust. And I'm a very good judge of character because of the kind of work I do.
And then, hello, Virginia Bushcrafter.
Yeah, I'm glad to have all y'all here. We're a family, I do YouTube, to try to help people make it through what's coming. And I've been seeing this coming for a long time. And see, here's the thing. I have been in other countries and I've seen their system go down, and it's bad, man. Just water, clean water. Just clean water is such a commodity in a grid down situation, man. I appreciate that. And if you like somebody's channel, you really like their content and all, if they're monetized, if you'll let the commercials play instead of skipping them, that does help the creator out, because we get a couple of pennies from them, but it adds up. So, some channels just let the commercials play, that way they make theirs. But I haven't been on here in a while. I've just been posting videos because I've been training. I've been doing a lot of training and I've been doing a lot of prepping. Yeah, man. Okay. Look, everybody, see if y'all can drop y'all's links to your channel in here, and we can
share.
We can all subscribe, like if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do, share the video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, all that all helps the algorithm, and they don't like me all that much. All right, cool. In Florida too. Okay, cool. I know what it's like. I got a bunch of dogs too. But we're running out of time. So you need to fill in your gaps. Okay. And we got hurricane season, because I'm down here in Florida, man. But my bunker can take it. Yeah, you are. That's why I live in a rural area. Like, man, all American prepper lives in Florida. There's a lot of people. There is a lot of people that lives in Florida. There is. But surprisingly, there is some rural areas down here. Deer, we see them all the time. We're so rural that but all the big game's going to be all hunted. It's going to be gone. And it's going to be small game. That's why I recommend getting a pellet rifle. It's going to be rabbits, birds. I would literally be just sitting still, maybe throw a couple seeds out, and just shoot every bird. That way, if you sit still, you're not burning calories. See, that's another thing. A lot of people are going to burn their self out when the shit hits the fan because they got nothing ready. Okay, they don't have a plan. A lot of survival is not burning calories. I'm just going to be sitting back with a pellet gun. Well, because all North American birds are edible. All North American birds are edible. And then you got squirrel, and there's really nothing I wouldn't eat. Literally. I mean, if I was really hungry, I would eat a rat. I am not kidding. Yeah, they'll be hunted out. Also, though, Little Miss Prepper raises rabbits. Okay. And we really don't buy much rabbit food. We grow most of their rabbit food. So if I can just protect them, that's a great source of meat, although there's no fat in rabbit. So in a survival situation, it's like the world's going to be upside down. Right now, we consume too much fatty foods and all that and giving us heart problems. But in a survival situation, you need that fat. Just watch any of these survival shows. It's that fat, man.
Oh, cool.
And a lot of them, what happens is they go on these shows and they don't realize they're going through a carb crash. They're just eating meat. And that is a diet that you can go on to lose a lot of weight, actually, is no carbs and just eat meat. You're going to lose a lot of weight. So if I was to go on one of them shows, I would go ahead and go through the carb crash and just be that way my body will be used to it. I would love to be on any survival show, any survivalist show. Hey, can
no, I don't.
You can't read. I see.
But they donate a lot to us.
How you doing? I'm glad to have you here. But yeah, so just buy them canned goods. Freeze that rice while you can. You need to really, be planning on living without electricity. You know, I see all these prepper channels and everybody's so obsessed with power. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I'm down here in Florida. So, man, I love me an air conditioner. You can believe that, okay? I love me an air conditioner. But honestly, that's all I would need electricity for is a dang air conditioner.
Yeah.
You know, if I had it, you know, I do not use refrigeration. That way, okay, the grid goes down. Most people, they got their refrigerated food, their freezer food, all that. I don't have that problem. I don't use refrigeration, okay? Any wild game I kill and I have extra, I salt it and slow smoke it. And I have not ever had that meat go bad on me. Ever. So that's the way I do my game. When it's deer season and I get a deer, that's exactly what I do with it. Except for what, you know, of course, right then, you know, I'm going to make some deer burgers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, little Miss Prepper over here, she'd rather have a deer burger than a ribeye steak.
Or backstrap.
Or a backstrap. Yeah, what if I made a deer burger out of the backstrap? Oh.
Yeah, but backstrap on the, just slice it up on the grill.
Yeah, you like the backstraps?
Oh, yeah.
Me too. Now, you hunters out there, you guys, I see so many people. Okay, you got the back straps. They got tenderloins in there. A lot of hunters, I see you guys clean that deer and not get them tenderloins out of there. What are you doing? You get the back strap, but you forget to get the tenderloins in there.
Oh, New York Prepper's gonna be hunting Saturday.
Awesome, man. Yeah, awesome. Venison, yes. I love the burgers. I love venison burgers. She loves them. I spice them a certain way, man. But that we don't eat, like I said, I slow smoke the rest, salt it, slow smoke it. I don't use refrigeration. So bison, I love me some.
Yeah.
We love that stuff. But if you do have a freezer full of meat, you really need to learn how to slow smoke and preserve meat. That way, if you lose, say you're like, oh, I got a generator, I got this, I got that, I got, you know, that is awesome. And that is nice to have. But if we get hit with an EMP, I don't know if any of that stuff's going to work. I really don't. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I suspect that it won't.
And Florida loves elk.
Yeah, I love any wild game. You know, that I do not buy. The only thing I buy at the grocery store is canned meat just to put back. And that's it. But that way, and the reason why I buy the canned meat, because the way I do the meat, you need a lot of water. And I'm sorry about this dog barking in the background, but it is what it is. You need a lot of water. Shut up, Muffin! Dogs. But that's why I like canned meat, because it's already got liquid in there. In a survival situation, that's great. You know, in a survival situation, don't waste anything. You know, practice it now. I'll live it now. We don't waste nothing. We don't waste anything.
No.
Nothing. If nothing else, it gets fed to the dogs. But we don't waste anything. You need to live that way. And like I said, you know, the trick right now would be to go hunting and go ahead and stockpile your meat. You know, go down, get your hunting license. This deer season, get as many tags as you can. Get your deer, bring them back, freezer it up, keep some of it out to learn how to salt it and slow smoke it and preserve it. That way, if your freezer ever goes out, you can do that with that meat in the freezer. Now, we don't lose it because every calorie is going to count. If you're taking someone in, if they're leaving their house because they got nothing and they're coming to your home, you make sure you tell them you bring everything. Don't leave one little package of sugar. You bring everything because every little bit counts and it adds up. Like me, I got enough cactus. You know, I got friends that come out here and it's amazing. They're like, oh, I'll feed them anything they want, but they want the cactus. I have videos of me cooking it and all. That stuff is so good. And I got enough of that stuff to live off. We couldn't eat all that cactus if we wanted to.
No, so much.
And it grows like crazy. And you don't have to water it or nothing. And it's delicious. And then all the wild edibles and then the garden, you know. I mean, there's really no reason to be going to the grocery store. I mean, now, I ain't gonna lie. When I do go to the grocery store, I buy that Sasquatch soap.
Yes, we do.
But I don't have my hat on right now. I should have, but I got me a hat I'll wear on my next live. And it's Tag and B.
Mm-hmm.
Tag and B. Just, you know, look them up.
Tag's wife, B, she makes, her and her friends make soap.
And man,
really good soap.
That is some good soap. Actually, I prefer that over Sasquatch, really.
Mm-hmm.
But for store-bought soap, man, I love. That's funny. Those guys, because when I do lives with them, they call me the soap snob.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, in a survival situation, you got to stay clean, man. A lot of people don't know that, but hygiene has a lot to do with not getting sick. You know, you got to stay clean. You got to have that, you know, they say, oh, 1 gallon of water per person. No, I would say 3 gallons per day. Because, hey, the Roaming Prepper, my man.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here, man. Thanks for giving me that shout out. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, y'all all subscribe to the Roaming Preppers channel, man. It is awesome. Yeah, he y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. He's got great content, great stuff. I've had the pleasure to be a guest. I would like to do that again, you know, the Roaming Prepper. And we could also talk about, you know, what you ended that last live with. Because you're right. I could talk for days about that.
In Florida said you got him started with the wild edibles.
Yeah, in Florida. Okay, I'm going to tell you, if you live in Florida, even with an EMP grid down situation, if you know what you're doing, there is no excuse to starve. We got so many wild edibles down here that people don't even know you can eat them. While people are starving, I'm going to be eating all these eating the weeds, man. Literally, they grow everywhere. Wild edibles is the key. I'm telling you, that is the key. So before, say, grid down situation, you know, eat your wild edibles, shoot you a couple birds, squirrel, whatever with your pellet rifle. And then if that's not enough calories, then you get some from your food storage, you know, to fill that gap.
Too. The roots.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I eat a lot of wild edibles, really. I mean, that's my main diet. You know, I eat more wild edibles than I do meat. Now, don't get me wrong. I love meat. But, you know, these squirrel down here in Florida, they ain't got a lot of meat on them. And, you you know, I try not to break the rules or nothing. So, but I eat. Yeah, those wild edibles is a way to go. That's the way to go in Florida because we don't have a true winter down here. There is always some wild edible that I could eat down here. Everywhere. I wouldn't even have to leave this property.
No. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't even have to leave this property and I would have enough wild edibles for me and her.
Yep.
And you don't have to water it. You don't have to fertilize it. You don't have, it's bug resistant. It's the way to go. And like purslane, I got it. It grows wild. That is the, as far as I know, the scientists know, that is the most nutritious food in the world. And it just, I eat that. It just grows wild. So wild edibles is the way to go. And, you know, I got knee problems. So when I get a chance, I'll video our turmeric out there.
Yeah.
Because, whoo, man, my turmeric is kicking ass. And my guavas are kicking ass. And that turmeric helps my knees.
I'm sorry. Mango steam is that plant, that tree one that's good.
Well, tell them.
Okay, I know, but I also want to tell you because I know before you couldn't remember the name of
I
it.
still won't remember. So,
Okay, mango. No, crap. Never mind.
Anyway, we got a lot of medicinal plants growing. Okay. That.
Moringa. That's it.
Moringa.
Moringa. We have that tree as well. It can grow into a tree, but if you keep it down, it can be just a shrub or whatever. But I got your hair up in my nose, Missy. That is a really good plant all the way around. I mean, if you got diabetes, anything wrong,
It's a miracle plant.
it is an excellent plant.
Kind of like aloe for a burn. I have aloe too.
A lot of aloe.
And actually, you know, if you get clogged up, get you some of that aloe. It'll unclog you.
Oh, dandelion.
Yes. You know, and I'll tell you something else. Pine needles from a pine tree. Okay. You steep them. Do not boil them. Just steep them. And they got more vitamin C in them than orange juice. So drink a lot. You know, pine needle tea is so good for you.
Make sure you put honey in it. It's even better.
Yeah, put some honey in there like you would. But pine needle tea is so good for you. You know, study the wild. Is, you know, it works better. A lot of these pharmaceuticals, they're just trying to imitate the wild. Even like, you know, I don't know if I should say that. I don't want to get. Anyway, that one pill that a lot of people's addicted to, you know, that is the imitation of a plant. Let's put it that way. And that's why people have such a problem with it. Because that plant's very addictive.
Dandelion wine.
Yeah, you know, I love me some elderberry wine. Ooh, ooh. My son-in-law, well, you know, I'm kind of abrasive when it comes to my daughters, but that joker, he can make some good elderberry wine. I know that.
You liked his guava wine.
Oh,
too.
the guava. Oh.
Guava wine.
Well, I love guavas anyhow.
Yeah, you and Harley were fighting over who got the last bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my daughter, what we were fighting over who got the last bottle of it.
Yeah.
Learned about. Yes, there's so many. I have a playlist of wild edibles on this channel. Just go to my playlist and watch it, and you'll see me harvesting it, cooking it, eating it. I got all that. It's foraging playlist, ain't it?
Yes.
And I also see, I don't just get out there and do it. You know, all plants are edible one time. But if you eat the wrong plant, it'll be your last time. So you really got to know what you're doing. You know, and you got to pay attention when you're picking leaves that you don't accidentally pick a leaf from something that's toxic.
Yeah, because they can grow like right next to
They can grow right next to you. Like down here, I don't teach people how to harvest watercress. And there is a lot of it down here, and I know how to do it. But the reason why I don't teach people how to do it is because for some reason down here where the watercress is growing in the water, there's hemlock growing all in with it. And if you mess up and pick some of them hemlock leaves, you're going to have a bad day. It might even kill you. So, but there's so many other, I don't eat no lookalikes.
You still MMA?
Oh, absolutely. Matter of fact, I got 3 of my ribs jacked up pretty dang good. Training.
Yeah.
I mean, what? But yeah, I still train MMA. I got my ribs jacked up, a couple months ago?
Yeah.
But I'm good now, and I'm training back. I'm good. That's the nature of the beast. You know, even in because we train like we fight there. I'm telling you, if there's anybody that really wants to be a professional fighter.
Oh, cool. He's practicing himself.
Awesome. Yeah, hemlock, man. See, that's the thing. Anyway, I can get you in the UFC if you got the driver, if you know nobody that wants it. I do have the connections. I got friends that are in the UFC. But anyway, back to the hemlock. What you do with the hemlock is you pick you some hemlock. You dry it out, you put it in a container just like your other spices. But you be careful. Don't let your family, don't let nobody get a hold of that hemlock. And you keep it separate. And you can, in a bad situation, you can say, oh man, it's all good. I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in violence. I'll cook you something to eat. Y'all can relax, whatever, man. It's all good. And when you cook on some food, you put that hemlock in there, and you ain't gonna have to worry about them no more. Yeah, that's a great knife. I'm a K-bar guy. I'm a K-bar guy. I have other different kinds, but I like my K-bars. I'm used to it. I'm just comfortable with it.
Secret prepper spice.
Yeah, that's what you do. And that way, you're like, oh man, no, let me make you some spaghetti or whatever.
Question.
And put that hemlock in there and say, here, y'all eat till y'all don't want no more, man. There's plenty more where that come from. And they done. And then you get all their guns and resources and whatever they have.
Our sugar cane is growing like crazy.
Yeah, that sugar cane is growing like crazy. I recommend to everyone that's in the southern hemisphere grow sugar cane. Man, that stuff grows. It's a grass. It grows really easily. And I got some special fertilizer that I put on everything that makes it grow. But that sugar cane is growing like nuts. But yeah, you got to be smart. Just be smart, Say there's too many. I'll invite them in, feed them. They're done. Then you take their resources. But you do need to buy canned goods and put them back to train your grandkids. Take them over a case of ravioli and put them in their closet and say, look, don't eat these until there's nothing else to eat. And say, but if you want one occasionally, that way they eat some of it. Oh, I got food in my closet. Train them young, man. You need to get them ready now. And like I said, a pellet rifle. Now, me personally, I got pellet rifles that I believe I could take somebody down with that pellet rifle. If that was the only thing I had.
Say hi.
Hey.
Say you were going to wear.
I was going to wear my hat, but
I forgot it.
She forgot my hat.
I forgot his hat.
Yeah, I just told everyone to subscribe to your channel. I sure did. Good to have you here, brother. Yeah, she forgot my hat.
I forgot it.
It's at the bunker. I'm over here at my mom's. doing a live, helping her out because she's not doing well. Hey, Ashton.
Hey.
Thank you.
Your iPad. Okay.
Yeah, I am still a free man. But yeah, things have been going good. I don't know about this hurricane though. I mean, I'm not worried about it. The bunker can handle it, but
It's still
we'll see.
out there too.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. I got that water so hot out there because I've been to, that's our thing. We like to go to the beach.
Yes.
We'll get on a Harley and ride to the beach. That's our thing. And that water's hot. Getting in the ocean water, it's like, dang on, it's like getting in a sauna.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot. So that's going to make that we shall see. And don't trust these casters because they get it wrong so many times.
Well, it also turns quickly and all.
Yeah. Just always be ready, man. I'm ready for a hurricane. I've been ready for a hurricane for the last 6 years. And everyone that come through, I was living large. Everybody didn't have no power, and I'm kicked back with the AC going.
I have a question. What part of Florida are you in?
Central Florida. I drive a good ways to work.
Smack dab in the middle.
Yeah. Polk County. Dang, let me tell you what. That's one good thing about living in Polk County. You don't mess around here. Our sheriff, he don't play.
Oh, cool. Yeah, just email us.
Yeah, awesome. Email us, brother. Our sheriff, Grady, that joker don't play. So he's a good sheriff. You come down here planning on breaking the law, you going to jail. Or worse. When they ask Grady Judd, why come you shot him 100 and something times? He says, because that's all the bullets that we had.
We ran out of bullets.
We ran out of bullets, so we'd have shot him more. So you don't be messing around here, I'm telling you right now. But as long as you be good, hopefully you won't get in trouble. I was in a situation here a while back where it was a false report. And I got, the dang on, he was going to taser me. Man, it was a bad shit. I ended up handcuffed in the back car and everything. Then after it was all over with, they had to unhandcuff me, turn me loose. I know my rights, and I wasn't doing nothing wrong, but I was just in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And that's sad too, but because the place I was at, it should have been fine. Nevertheless, like I said, I keep to myself. I work. I'm around a lot of people. So, and my mag team, I got my close friends. We train. I cannot emphasize how important it is to train. And I mean in everything. You got to start your garden now, man. You got to learn how to grow that stuff now and figure out what works for you. There's certain plants that most people plan on growing that I am not going to grow because the bugs, like down here, man, it's hard to get away with growing corn where I'm at without bugs. So the only reason why I would grow corn is to make shine out of it to run my Harley on, because my brother can make it strong enough to run our motorcycles. And he's in the club. Actually, he's the president in Missouri. But his shine will literally run our bikes and mess your day up if you drink too much.
Wolfang was in Florida back in '89.
I'm born and raised here, man. I've been all over the world. I'm just going to put my heart on my sleeve, and little Miss Pepper going to tell me, don't. Look, I've been all over the world. I've met a lot of exotic people and killed them. That was my job. But it is what it is, man. The PMC work ain't for everybody. That's for sure. Oh, Navy boot camp. Huh?
Broke ass prepper.
I can't.
Short growing season.
Yeah. that's the advantage of living in Florida. You know, we got too many people, but I believe, say if an EMP went off, we're going to have a massive die-off. I do believe that. It's sad, but there's just going to be a lot of people that cannot live. It gets hot down here in Florida, and the heat's just going to kill them, or they're not going to be able to keep their diabetic medicine cold, and there's just going to be a lot of factors that, because there is so many people here that a lot of people are going to die off. And as harsh as it is to say, when they're gone, their resources is yours, or their families, whoever gets to it. But that is going to happen. And I have a buddy of mine, and he's a real cool dude. He's strong, but he told me, he's like, man, I wouldn't want to live in that kind of world. I would just do something about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he's got kids.
You got kids, man. That's just weak. Your day will come. So, don't do it for them. Let's put it that way. In Canada, I'm going to get demonetized if I say what they can do up there. It's insane. Let's just say if you're tired of your circumstances, they will help you solve that problem. It's insane. But anyway, if you can read between the lines of what I'm saying, they will literally assist you, even if it's a mental illness. That's not good. But that's the way the world's going, people. So prep up. Just water. Man, water. Before food, water. Find you a water source, and do understand in a survival situation other people are going to be using that water also. So at least store you up some water. The government is not going to save you. I mean, look at the people in Hawaii. That's so sad. Maui. That's a bad situation right there. I mean, I feel my heart goes out to those people.
Yeah.
And what the dude fell asleep Biden fell asleep during one of the things up there.
What?
Yes.
I don't watch any of that crap, so I don't know.
I know. Yeah. But you know what? The last lockdown they did, we just rode the motorcycle and went to the beach.
Yeah, I just had a long vacation at work.
Yeah. We just rode the motorcycle and we're beach bums.
Yeah, we did the last lockdown as just an extended vacation.
Yeah. And we were at the only restaurant in Florida that was open.
Yeah.
There was certain circumstances. They had a whole bunch of... Anyway, it was the last restaurant in Florida to close, and we were open for a long time. So we were going there, and, back when I had money. Because during that lockdown, I did lose my Muay Thai and MMA school. So I am one of the people that lost one of their businesses, because I had a very successful Muay Thai and MMA school.
Yeah.
Doing really great. And then I had to lock everything down. I had to keep paying rent, but I couldn't. So it put my business under. Another casualty of the lockdown. So, and they're talking about they might try to mandatory this stuff. Yeah, that sucks, man, because I really loved my MMA and Muay Thai school and my students. And so did she.
Mm-hmm.
I would have her teach the women everything I taught her, And then when some of the women would get past, then I would teach them. But I believe women's self-defense is very important.
Oh yeah.
Ladies, carry a knife. Husbands, men, get your daughters, your granddaughters, your wives, get them a good knife. Who's a knife expert? Even a 4-year-old kid can cut a steak. So at least get a knife. Yeah. Yeah, we shall see. Man, I know people's electricity bills went up. But, I guess I'm going to talk a little politics. Y'all think Trump's going to get the presidency or DeSantos or, I don't know, because, all this pressure putting on Trump, I'm afraid that they're going to Epstein him. I guess that's okay to say.
I guess. I won't say put it.
Anyway, well, whatever. But that's the only thing they got left that they can do. So
he likes Trump's mugshot.
Yeah, he did it with style. If I ever get a mugshot, I'm going to be looking all humble and everything, because when the judge opens up your paperwork, that's the first thing he sees is your mugshot. Because he wants to see who you really are, not some guy that done went out and bought him a suit and shaved and cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, if you end up in court, look, I don't wear ties, but you end up in court, you need a suit and a tie, and it'll go a long ways. I can't believe they ain't caught this guy. Just been on the loose for 8 days. If y'all have heard about that, he's getting caught on game trails. How in the hell? Bloodhounds, freaking drones, I should just get me and my shepherds and go, and we could find his ass. I don't understand what's going on with that. How in the hell has he been able to duck them for that long?
I know. Is he out in woods too?
Yeah, but that don't matter.
I know. That's why
I could get around and hide in the city just as easy as I could in the woods.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, is it here in Florida or is it different?
No, it's some other.
Oh, they should get their game and wildlife people out there and find them.
And the bloodhounds.
Yes, they would have dogs.
Because I know they got his scent. I know his bed sheets and all from prison.
What's at the wall?
Yeah, it was an escape route. Another prisoner got out that way.
Hasn't been found yet.
Oh,
Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah. But I just can't conceive it, because if I was the warden of that prison, first off, when that one guy got out that way and he was only loose for 20 minutes, I would have fixed that problem. Second of all, if I would have been like, boys, get the bloodhounds and let's go get his ass. I can't figure out why they, as soon as they noticed he missing, they should have got the bloodhounds just like they did back in the, that's old school, then just get his ass. What, he's getting caught on doorbell cams and shit from civilians? Are you kidding me? The police needs to be sitting out there putting up live game cameras and stuff, man. Where they think he might, because he's moving. He's going to get the hell out of there as soon as he can. I hope he don't hurt nobody, to get their vehicle or whatever to get out of there. But if he had any sense, he would already be gone. If I had a chance like that right there, because his life was over anyhow, I would have went for it, but I would be gone. I wouldn't be hanging around in the area where they can keep certain. Hell no. I'd grab a bicycle. I would hotwire a motor. I'd get the hell out of there.
Can you shoot him and not get in any trouble?
I don't know.
But I would think, especially, well,
I don't know. I don't know if you're in the commission of a felon and fleeing. That's I don't know. But with the don't they got a reward on him? Because I'd take his ass down for that reward, man. Like I said, money's time.
Oh, he's wearing fancy white leather sneakers.
Yeah, I just don't understand why they ain't caught him. And like I said, the bloodhounds, they should have turned relying on people's doorbell cameras and that's ridiculous. They just need to get the rednecks out there after his ass and we'll find him. I'm telling you. But y'all need to get ready for real. I mean, the way things are going, you need to, get your preps, find what you're missing, And I'm telling you, don't underestimate the water. Make sure you got water. She's seen me. I can go. Now, don't do this. It's not safe, but she's seen me go 3 weeks without eating no food. I have that much self-discipline.
Yeah.
That I fasted for 3 weeks. And I was functioning just fine.
Yeah.
But water is a different story.
You can go days with no food.
Yeah. And once you get past so many days of it, you're not even hungry anymore.
Water. Yeah, he still drank water. He's drank fluids of.
I drank a lot of water and occasionally some apple juice or some V8, but not much.
Oh, cool. You're on a creek. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's an asset right there. If you can, which you got to be careful, don't get in trouble. If you're on a creek, man, you could dig you out a big old hole. You could dig you out a pond as big as you think you can get away with in that creek where you got you a hole there. Because I've done it before. And it makes a nice little spot. Yeah, you probably could. But, down here in Florida, we got so much water. It's not a problem.
Leave your telephone home October 4th for the emergency signal. I'm hunting. October 4th, there's an emergency signal?
Yes, they're trying some crap. Listen, this is just my opinion, okay? In my opinion, because like I told everybody before it happened, when they were getting all piled up on the border, and everybody was like, no, it's just, I said, they are going to go for it. Even people in the military. And I was right. And by this time next year, we're probably going to be in a hot war. And would it benefit all these other countries if our 2 countries took each other out? It's just something to think about. But y'all need to get ready for it. I believe it's really going to happen. If you're a Christian, this is Revelations, brother. I really believe that. So,
windmills.
You got to figure out, what are you going to do? Me, I'd rather go out on my feet in combat, defending what I got. Yeah, we're gonna be. I think this because the other president of the other country, he knows who's behind all this. He knows who's spending all the money. I mean, it's in the mainstream media. You think that he don't hear? I mean, he knows who's funding all this. So it's not good, folks. This could end up badly. And some guy, I don't know his name, very educated guy, writer. He wrote, I don't know how World War III is going to be fought, but I do know how World War IV is going to be fought. And it's going to be fought with sticks and stones because there's going to be nothing left. That's the reality of the situation that we are in. And that's facts. So I recommend getting your Jace Medical. Let's see if there's any.
Okay.
I reckon getting your Jace Medical. Just, get your basic training. Refuge Medical offers a great course.
And they have a lot of medical supplies as well, which I am big on medical supplies.
Yeah, they have
a bucket I like.
They have their wound care bucket is an awesome deal. And they have great training in their classes.
Yes.
But I strongly recommend them, And I also recommend getting you a good ballistic shield, man. I wasn't prepared tonight. My next video, I'll be more prepared, and I'll get you a ballistic shield, get body armor. There's going to be some situations where you're not going to be wanting to wear that body armor because it's heavy. But you need to get these things before they make them illegal.
That's awesome. You got some fish meds still.
Yeah, I think, isn't it illegal now, though?
I heard that before.
I'm not sure. Back ago. I mean, not illegal to possess, but to buy. I don't know. I got Jace Medical. Every time I have gone to the doctor, I don't take the antibiotics. I just keep them.
And also, I have natural antibiotics as well.
Yeah, and honey. Honey's great. Make sure it's real honey. There's a lot of fake honey out there. But honey is great because it stores forever. And you can rub it on wounds and it helps with, it's an antibacterial or something. There's something about honey that helps with wounds.
Where did you get your shield?
Where did I get it at?
Crap.
I got so much going on, can't remember who I bought it from. But I'll tell you what, my next video, all you got to do is look. I got it in one of my videos.
Yeah.
And I even say where I got it from. In one of my past videos, but I guess I'll do it again.
Hold on. Just keep talking.
That's the one thing I get aggravated about. I'm like, look, I have got so many videos. If you just watch the old videos, you'll learn, like watching the foraging videos, you'll learn. Watching the knife fighting videos, you'll learn. Instead of just watching the video, that are made today. And sometimes I catch myself doing it, I'm like, but I'm like the Roman Prepper, man, I love his channel. And Tag and B, I love their channel. They're great people. She's looking it up. After she looks it up, then I'll go ahead and get off of here because we've been up here an hour. But I appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, check out the past videos, man. There's so much knowledge on there. And I got so many of all different kind of stuff. I even got some shorts, not many, but what I do with YouTube is I'll just video this or that or that or this, and then about 3 months. Then I'll start doing a bunch of lives and I do it for a while, and then I just kick back and take a break from it, but I need to be more consistent. I just got so much I could teach, if people are willing to learn, get your water, okay? In a survival situation, water, for God's sakes, water.
RTS Tactical
RTS Tactical
is where you got the shield from.
is where I got the shield from. Now they have a small, medium, and a large. It's all according to if you're her size, I recommend the small.
Yeah, the small fits me good.
The medium fits me good, and I would get the large, but I just don't want something too, because it will get heavy. Because it'll stop an AK-47, and it's built perfect where you can come right over, just like this right here, or whatever you got. But I'm a big advocate of a shield. Now, maybe I'm just an old school, whatever, but maybe I've watched Spartan or whatever there are too many gladiator fights or whatever, but I believe in having a good shield. I really do. It can stop a baseball bat, it's just.
What time is it here? It's 8:40.
8:40. All right, so I'll let you know now. Just get ready, folks. We're in for a rough ride. Spend your money wisely. Get prepared. Don't be scared. And good having y'all here. Y'all have a blessed evening. Stay ready. Stay dangerous. Uncle Ted. Have a blessed day.